Hello everybody, it is me Darcy, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this, the Unnamed Podcast, where I sit here with this guy for about a time, talking rubbish or whatever else comes to my mind, usually my mind, barely over his mind, because he just kind of sits there. Yeah.
I know what I'm here for.
It's not an equal system that we have here.
It wasn't supposed to be. This
Anyway,
was your idea.
guys, welcome back. Let's get things started the way we often do, with a little bit of channel news. Guys, Kris, take it away.
Okay, indeed. So, Monday was Subnautica.
What's Subnautica?
What the hell happened for you to lose progression?
Don't fucking know.
What the hell? What?
I've got no idea. So basically, this is like the second episode since I switched to my new Xbox, right? When I first started playing Subnautica on my new Xbox, it was like, hey, you've got to do, hey, there's a better version of Subnautica available, update to it, and we'll do the syncing. I was like, okay, sweet, done. The next time I played it, it did exactly the same thing. And I went, what the fuck? I've already done this. But it was like, no, you gotta do it again. And I was like, fuck, this better not be a thing that it makes me do every time.
Ugh.
I did it. And then I went in, I was playing, and I was like, didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Like, didn't even realize that anything was wrong until I was like just floating around and went, okay, I might know where some extra nuclear reactor parts are. So I went to get them, and then I was just like, wait, what the hell? Because it was like, oh, you've got one of these pieces. I went, no, I've already found one of these pieces. What the hell are you actually doing? Where's my progress gone? And then I started looking at all the stuff that I'd done in the last episode and was like, it's all gone. And I'm like, I know I saved the game. Like, I am, that is one of the things that, because I grew up in the era of the PlayStation,
when we say 3 times.
I still do. I'm legit. If I am not just relying on the autosave, which I like, I fucking watch for. I still watch for it because I'm fucking crazy. No, but I'm like, yep. I've finished playing this because I even saved Satisfactory when we finished playing Satisfactory. Like before we leave Satisfactory, I save it or I manually save it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I manually saved 3 times because I always do. I go, yep, saved once. Just to make sure I save the second time. I'm like, do I really trust either? No, I'll save a 3rd time. I always do that. That's what I do.
See, and that's something the new generation of gamers will never understand.
No, they won't.
The hassle of us saving 3 times just to make sure it did.
Yeah. And like, I remember on the PlayStation, when you would do that, you would then go and check to make sure that the new save on the thing
had a new time.
Yeah, was the day that you were actually, But, anyway, so as I said, I did that, and I came back, and just everything was gone. Now, my theory is, and I have actually checked this, I opened Subnautica up the other day, and it didn't make me do an update or anything. Which was, I was like, okay, it's not saying there's a better version available.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, my theory, it's all theory at this point, is that because it went, oh, there's a better version and you need to update to it.
Yeah.
It pretty much went, because it had done that the first time and the second time, it pretty much went, everything that's happened between them never happened. It's like that first time never happened. So I updated, took from what I had on the old Xbox, put that back into my system and was like, that's where we are. And everything else was just thing. That's my theory. That's what I hope is the case, because by testing it and seeing that it didn't do it again, I'm like, I should be able to go back and everything should be perfect now.
Now you have to open the game up to see if everything's in the same place.
True, I did. Yes. But the big thing, the big takeaway there is that if it did do that, I may have just like gone, okay, well, that's the end of Subnautica, because I would literally
don't want to go through all that again.
Well, I would be perpetually stuck. If every time I tried, I would be perpetually stuck.
Yeah, true, yeah.
In a point where even if I advance, I'm just coming back to this point.
True.
And that's kind of worse than having to start again. Because it is having to start again.
Well, yeah.
But 2, it's having to start again with no guarantee that you can actually progress. And that's worse. That's the worst thing you can possibly have.
Yeah.
The whole thing of being like, oh, yeah, you might not be able to go forwards. And it's like, well, what? Yeah, you might not be able to go forwards anymore. It's terrible. It's bad. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
But it does seem like that it does seem like at this point in time, it's working. But if there's never another Subnautica, guess what, guys? It didn't work. It just kept sending me back to a point where I have a decent setup, but I just can't progress anymore.
Yeah. Irritating that is.
It is. It's like one of the worst things that can happen in video games. But as I said, like I am like when I finish a game, saving it or making sure that it saves is something that I am absolutely, it's like a religion to me. You do the
It's like Sheldon
rites.
knocking on the door,
No,
Penny's door.
that's OCD.
Yeah, but it's almost like that for us gamers.
No, this is a religious rite.
Yeah, I
You've got to
suppose.
do the rite of, what do the Christians have? They have the rite of communion. That's where you eat the bread and drink the wine.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or we have the rite of saving, the rite of praying to the console gods.
Please save. But just in case, I'll save again.
The rite of going through and having like 50 million save files because you're never gonna oversave something just in case you do something wrong and you have to go back a little bit further. So you go, oh well, this is my last save and that was 20 minutes ago. But what if I do something wrong between
now?
The next one after that's 3 out and I'm just gonna make a new save.
But hear me out. Whenever we were working on assessment pieces for school or anything like that, bet your ass most of us didn't save that regularly.
No, autosave was perfectly fine for that. But
Auto save at the end, and I hope to God nothing else happened.
autosave was fine for assessments,
but when it came to gaming, it was also a thing. If you do your 3 saves, you'd walk away just being like, "Did that save?
Yeah.
I fucking hope that
look,
saved."
as I said, it's something that like is far less common now because autosave. But even then, you still watch an autosave and you go,
I don't trust you.
"Are you sure?"
No, because we used to have auto saves when we manually saved all the time anyway. It's just I know in games I always had 2 save files: the auto save file and my save, the one I trust.
I didn't always have autosave files, especially on early
in-game
games.
Well, yeah, early games no, but once like when the PS3 came out in that era where auto saving become more regular.
But by that point I wasn't a new gamer anymore. By the time the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came out, I was on my 3rd generation of consoles.
Well, yes, true.
So that was not the era where I grew up.
No, I'm just saying at that point, I always had 2 save files in those games because fuck you, I don't trust the autosave.
I still would have like 5 or 6. Because I would be like, this is where I've last saved. Oh, I can't overwrite that because that's my last save.
Well, yeah.
And the autosave is always going to fuck you over. It's always going to be like, hey, you just made a terrible choice and now fucked. That's where I saved. I saved after the choice and you went, are you serious? And it's like, yeah. So you've got to go back to your old save. But if you go, oh no, I'm about to go into a boss fight, save, and you overwrite the one where you can actually go back and make it different, no, you can't.
No, okay,
you gotta have multiple saves.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah,
have multiple saves. But yeah, so I'm hoping that it doesn't fuck up again. But yeah. I'm also kind of coming to the end of Subnautica. Like, there's still more. I haven't been everywhere, and there's more to explore and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also kind of like at the point where I'm like, I think all that's really left is to push towards the end game.
Yeah.
And that means, like there's still a few things I can find and a few things, but it's like I'm kind of incredibly well set up where I need to be, and now it's just like now I just need to go and do stuff. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that Subnautica 2 comes out eventually. Isn't that a fuck up? But yeah, I think Subnautica is coming to an end. So we might have to go back to Raft to get our sea stuff going.
Yeah, we do have to go back into that, don't we?
We do. That game is actually finished, which is crazy because when I first started playing it, it wasn't. But now that that game is finished, we should probably finish it.
Yes, we should. We should. And then we rely on my navigation skills again. It's a bad idea.
But yeah, so Subnautica looks like it's going to work for me. Hopefully it will. And yeah, now I need to find ways into the deep underwater areas and go and get more materials and all that kind of stuff.
Fair.
Good stuff. But yeah, at the same time though, and it's kind of fun because I've also finally got my nuclear reactor, so I can build that and finally have reliable energy all the time.
Yeah.
Which is good. I like that. That's good for me.
It's what you want.
It is what you want.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with Subnautica. So that was a bit of a annoying day because there's a point when I did realize what had happened, I was like, it's kind of soul draining, because you're like, do I actually even want to continue with this anymore?
I get that. I really do.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It does. But
yeah. Moving on.
Moving on.
So today, Wednesday.
Yes.
Was what you made seem like Tonka Truck Simulator. Satisfactory.
It was satisfactory, and it is my Tonka truck. I did in fact build a Tonka truck. I even made it the right color.
Oh fuck yeah! I didn't actually pay attention to that.
It's yellow. They start off as orange. I made it yellow because
yeah.
I don't know why. It's probably got to do with the fact that I was a child once upon a time, and when you got a toy truck, no matter what type of truck it was, whether it was a dump truck, a hauling truck, you'd get a Tonka truck.
Oh yeah.
You get a Tonka truck. You go play out in the sandpit with your Tonka truck. Then you get your Tonka digger.
Oh yeah.
And you'd have the whole Tonka kit. And so whenever I see a...
When you say Tonka digger, I'm thinking of the correct thing where you sit on the seat and control the digger.
Well, that wasn't the Tonka digger.
That wasn't the Tonka digger?
The Tonka digger was just the little digger that had that was the same brand. It was the same size. It was scaled to be the same.
But what was better is when you actually had the bucket. When you had the bucket thing where you're controlling it, and then you could fill your Tonka truck.
I remember.
That was fun.
I remember the preschool I went to had just 6 of them around the edge of the sandpit. Which was hilariously funny because you'd be like, oh, that's so cool, but then kids being kids would start digging the sand and dumping it out of the sandpit. Because you had it right on the edge, so they'd pick it up, spin it around, dump it out.
They'd walk out
anymore.
I wonder why.
Probably because they're slightly dangerous.
Did you ever get hurt by it?
Yes, and I also did hurting with them.
Yeah, fair point. I never got hurt by it.
You swing that thing pretty.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm well aware.
And they also are almost perfect head height for small children.
And groin height for adult male.
You can also just slam the bucket down into the dirt really hard, so if someone had their fingers there.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, no,
they were menaces,
dude.
They gave us weapons.
It was a simpler time. That's the thing.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so every time I just get a big truck and it looks boxy, it's got to be a Tonka truck.
Yeah, well, you're fair.
And it's got to be yellow.
Oh, well, yes, because they were always yellow.
Yes. But yeah, so that was satisfactory. Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking. You got me thinking about my old preschool, which I'm also fairly sure had a woodworking area.
Really?
Yeah, they had this shed next to the playground where they just had all this wood and stuff, and the kids go in there and hammer wood and shit like that.
Okay. Fuck no, I definitely didn't have that.
I'm fairly sure my preschool was incredibly dangerous.
By the sounds of it, yes.
We weren't allowed outside all the time though, so don't
Well, yeah, fair.
We weren't one of these places where they're just oh yeah, bring your kids, dump them off, and they just go and run around and do whatever they want. It was no, we had to go inside and do inside stuff. Then it was okay, now it's outside playtime. Okay, now it's back inside.
Yeah. I never fell asleep during nap time.
I did.
Well, no, I think I did once.
Rule of cool is
everyone
always sleep when they give you a chance to. Anyway,
I was too busy watching the show they had on.
But back to well, they didn't put shows on for us. They just dimmed all the lights and said, "Go to sleep, you bastards."
One kid got picked every day to pick one of the movies out of the drawer, and they'd put it on, and everyone else would fall asleep.
No, they were just we've closed the curtains. It's dark. Go to sleep, you bastards. I remember. It's funny because I went back to my preschool.
Yeah.
As a someone leaving primary school going into high school age group.
Yeah.
Because we had a system at my school called the buddy system where preschoolers going into primary school would get a year 6 buddy who was to help them do the transition and everything, and they could go and talk to and everything. So in year 5, just before we became year 6, we'd have to go and spend a couple of days of afternoons meeting our buddy down at their preschools.
Yeah.
And of course mine came from the same preschool as me. And I remember going back there and being like, oh yeah, this is where I went to preschool with my mate who was because there weren't enough kids coming in, so we had a share buddy, and he was like, oh, you went here? I was like, yeah, and we went to this classroom, and I'm like, the funny thing is, I was always in the other classroom, and I thought the people in this classroom were weird, fucking weirdos. Like, oh no, we've got a weirdo ourselves.
That is always the way it goes.
Absolutely, but it was crazy because I went back there and I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, these are the same people who were here when I was a tiny child. And they remembered.
Oh, yeah.
They always remember.
Oh, not him. No. He thought we were done with him.
I'm fairly sure the lady who was, like, in charge. Because, like, when I say preschool, it wasn't like we went to some lady's house. It was, like, a proper building run by, like, proper teachers and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, no, I went to the same thing.
And, like, the principal was, like, standing there and... Or she wasn't the principal. I can't remember exactly what her title would be. But she was, like, the principal of the school. And I come in and she's like, your hair is growing. I'm like, oh, no. I'm in trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a haircut. I'm sorry.
So, of course, that was, like, when I started growing out my hair. So it was, like, nowhere as long as it is now. But... Back when I was a little kid, I always had like buzz cut.
Oh yeah, same.
And then I was like back, and then I just had like long hair like down to my shoulders and my mate. And when I get there, I was like, oh no. It's like you've gone away and you become a hippie. Anyway,
I suppose it's an advantage to always having a buzz cut. Never had to worry about lice.
Yeah, true. But yeah. That's enough. That's enough of that. Let's talk back about Satisfactory.
Yes.
So I make myself a Tonka truck. Last episode we advanced, and so this episode we're kind of continuing that advancement.
Yes.
I go and take care of some oil stuff.
I get some more steel up and running.
Yeah. We are constantly at a point in Satisfactory where we have to clean up our base, but we're also now at a point where, because we need to make advancements to keep pressing on, cleaning up the base kind of takes a back seat.
It does.
Because, like, well, we could clean up the base, or we need to set up this material gathering system. So let's go and do that. Oh, we could set up the base, but, we're only a little, we're just a little bit away from achieving this. So let's focus on that.
Yeah.
We need this. Oh, but if we do this, we can get this really cool thing to mess around with, and that would be better. So okay, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are. Like, we had such a long time where nothing was progressing, where we could have actually cleaned the base, but we were just kind of consolidating our setup, and then we advanced, and now it's like, well, we kind of have to set up all these new systems, so we don't have time to clean up the base. So that's where in the episode, me and Kris talk about doing a stream, which. Literally in the episode, I'm like, yeah, later this week I'll have a look at that. No, I didn't. Fuck that.
No, of course.
Absolutely.
I'm well aware.
I forgot completely about it. I just went, no. I'm like, whoa.
We mention the streaming every time we talk about this.
Yeah, but no, in this episode, I literally say something along the lines of, yeah, I'll have a look into that later this week, and then maybe we can. I'm like, maybe I'll do a test stream sometime this week and just like see if I can get everything up and running. No, I didn't. I just that was me being like, I will do this. This is something that I will look into, and then I just
then turning the screen off and I don't want to.
No, not even that. It's just like I was like, wait, because this is something we filmed like maybe 3 weeks ago. I'm like,
something like that, yeah.
Wait,
I said that.
I said that.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I had no intention of following through with that. Why did I make that promise?
Don't get me wrong. I immediately forgot that you said you were going to do a test stream. Yeah. I do remember talking about the fact that we would do a stream to clean up.
Oh yeah. I still think that's the best way to go about it is to do just a clean up stream where we pretty much say nothing exciting is going to happen, and we can spend like 3 hours just doing that and fucking around. If people want to watch it, they can watch it, and then. We can take that and just be like, yo, this is the cleanup stream. It's not edited. It's not this. It's not that. It's just what we put out.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Yeah. Because like I think that's something that's nice about streaming compared to like just making the videos is that you don't have to do all of the post stuff. The stream is just the pre stuff. So if you set it up right, you just have to go. Whereas every time we do something else, every time we make a video, it's like, right, we've spent an hour filming this. That's the quick and easy part. That's the quick and easy part done. Now let's go and spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours putting this into a video.
Yeah.
And of course, the time entirely depends on what it is, you know.
Well, yeah.
Something like Indiana Jones, really, really easy. Like, really quick and easy to do.
Oh, yeah, because it just be mostly story.
It's mostly story, not a lot to cut. Not only one mic going, super easy.
Yeah.
Minecraft, kind of difficult, but also kind of easy, because whilst there's a lot to cut, it's kind of obvious when you should be cutting stuff.
Well, yeah.
It's like, oh, we're literally just digging a hole right here. Boop, gone.
Yeah.
Shoot it off. Satisfactory, probably one of the hardest to edit.
True.
Obviously, Halo is a fun one to edit because it's just very, very, very graphically strong.
Yeah.
So just running all of the footage that I'm running
yeah.
is just like, it keeps stopping and keeps stopping. So it's just a bit longer.
Yeah.
Satisfactory is like, okay, is something happening here? Is nothing happening here? What's actually going on here? Do I have to cut this? Do I have to do this? Because, like, if we're doing nothing but we're having a conversation that's somewhat entertaining, I'm like, cool, yeah, keep that, and we'll just watch Kris or me fiddle around with machinery.
Whichever one's currently already on the screen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Then you've got times where we're just kind of off doing our own things, not really having conversation, and that's like, okay, nothing's really happening. Okay, Kris is just kind of muttering to the machines while he fixes things, going like, oh, this needs to go here and this needs to go.
Yeah.
And then what am I doing? I'm just actually driving at the moment. Cool, can cut that. But then it's like, oh, Kris is just muttering, but I'm fighting animals and screaming at them. I'm like, that can't be cut.
Yeah.
And so it kind of, just Satisfactory is one of the harder ones, because it's like, whilst there might not be anything happening between, like, with our real world selves, like, we might not actually be saying anything, there could still be something happening on the screen.
Yeah.
Or, you know, there might be nothing happening on the screen, but we're having a conversation about something, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to keep that conversation in, because it's just kind of content.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so Satisfactory, I think so far it has always been one of the harder ones to do. Like, it always takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just because, one, it's got all of the camera angles. Two, it is graphics fidelities high enough that it can sometimes just be a pain in the ass and be like, no.
Isn't there only 2 camera angles?
There is, but that's more than games that only have 1 camera angle.
That's true, but there's multiple games we put out that have multiple camera angles.
Halo,
Minecraft,
Raft, yeah. I haven't really done Raft since we've gone into the new system.
It's been a while.
So I don't really know how hard Raft would be. But again, Raft has a lot of cutting from it. You can cut large swaths of Raft away.
True, yeah.
But yeah, as I said, Satisfactory is sort of the hard one on that one.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, yeah. So we've advanced. We've made advancements. We're pretty good where we are.
Yep.
And hopefully, sometime in the near future, we might.
He'll actually test it out.
Well, yeah. Look, testing out has become something more realistic for me. Like, when I made that statement, actually doing a test was probably the least realistic thing that was ever going to happen, because I just did not have any time. Like, I was going like, cool, I've just finished filming this video, sweet. Now I'll film this video, cool. Now I need to edit these videos. Now I need to edit this video, cool. I've just finished the video for tomorrow, excellent. Tomorrow I have to start editing the video for the next release.
Yeah.
And then the video, once I've got that done, I'll start editing the video for the next release. So
yeah,
it was always sort of like always playing catch up. But since the talk and the decision to reduce the amount of Minecrafts coming out, that's actually freed up so much time. Like, I have from now until Monday to get Monday's video done. That is so much time. Like, that is more time than I think we've ever had for a release.
True.
Ever. Because it's kind of like, usually my release is like, cool, I have a day and a half to get this done.
True. Yeah.
And so yeah, so now that I have like this, every off week will be like I have a 4-day period of time to get one video done. It'll be like, yeah, sweet. That's that time where I can do all the recording that needs to be done, where I can start editing these videos earlier, so I can actually, instead of always playing catch up, I can actually be ahead of the curve. Just little changes like that make life so much easier.
It does.
It really does. It makes doing something like setting up and practicing streaming and practicing how to run a stream and making sure that everything's working, that it makes that more of a feasible option, because it's just like, I have the time to do that. I can sit down and do that. Whereas, before it was like, no, I got to leave for work in 20 minutes and I'm still doing this. So that means tonight when I get home from work, I've still got to work on this. And okay. And then, I'm still sitting here at like 3 a.m. editing stuff and being like, cool, yep, that's tomorrow's video done. Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, that's just where we are in Satisfactory and the channel as a whole, I suppose. So obviously on Friday we'll have the podcast. Thank you for watching, if you are watching. Yes. And then this Saturday will be a Saturday without a Minecraft. There will be no Minecraft this Saturday. As I've said in the past, if that upsets you, if you're like, oh, but I only come here for the Minecraft, there's a whole backlog of Minecraft, and there will continue to be more Minecraft. It's just going to be coming out at a bit slower rate. Hopefully that will improve what we're doing, because we can put a little bit more thought into it. So you'll get less episodes of us just kind of wandering around our Minecraft world, and more episodes where we actually have goals set in place.
Yeah.
And,
I think that pretty much wraps us up. We're at 298.
Yep, we are still at 298.
Yeah, we've gone down one.
We did. We went up a little bit for like a couple of days and then went down. These things happen.
Yeah. It's happened before.
It always does. It always does. It's growth and shrinking. It's just as long as the shrinking is smaller than the growth, which, because we are not at 0 subscribers, must be true.
yeah, 100%.
The mathematical method.
Yes.
But still, we're still hoping to cross that threshold into 300.
Yes.
And every time we get tantalizingly close, it kind of like, there's that big old reality slap back, and no, you're not allowed to cross that.
No, we want to do it, please.
It's just like there's something about the number 300 that it just doesn't want us to do.
So as long as 2 people subscribe at the same time, once we get back to 299, we'll be fine, because we'll have already crossed it and we'll be good.
I just imagine, like, if we get to when it hits 300, it'll be like, okay.
Oh, that's right. There was a fake account subscribed to you. No, you motherfuckers.
Something like that. I never understand what's going on with that, because I've seen swings where it's like we've gained like 5 subscribers and then we lose all 5 of them. But like even in our tracking, it's like no. You haven't lost anyone. It's like, wait, hang on a second. What are you talking about?
But I've seen it.
It's like no. You didn't lose anyone. It's like, well, but then why did the number go down? It's like, no, you're imagining things. Shut up, you're imagining things.
No. Magic tricks.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, that wraps it up.
Anything else going on channel-wise? Not that I can think of.
Nothing at the moment.
No.
Obviously, we'll have to do some more recording at some point, but...
Yeah, but, as I said, the way things are going now, we actually have time to do that, and that's great. Yeah. And, as we move forward from here, we'll probably only have even more time to do that kind of stuff, because... with my plans to go back to university, and that being something that's actually underway.
True. Should make things.
I don't have to. Yeah, I can have more time because
you don't have to work as much.
Yes, and that's the truth. I don't have to work as much, and university is relatively easy.
for you anyway.
Well,
it's not easy for everyone.
Thing is, and this is kind of what I love about the degree I'm going to. The other degrees I've done, are like, oh yeah, you've got to do this assignment, and it's like, cool. How long will this assignment take me to do? And they're like, oh, if you work hard at it, probably like you put in, I don't know, like 4 hours a day, you'll be good. You're like, cool. So it's just a lot of time. Whereas this one I'm going into has a lot of writing stuff, not like actually having to physically do things, like physically build models.
Bro, yeah, fair point.
So it's like, oh yeah, this is like a 2,000 word essay, and I'm like, sweet. That's like an hour's work.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm like, I just got to sit down and do an hour's work. Perfect. That's pretty good actually.
That's actually really good.
And I don't have to get any timber and glue and make models to scale. No, sweet, excellent, we're good.
We're fine. We got this.
Yeah. It'll be good. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yes.
And then I can go and do exactly what I'm doing now, but be paid more to do it.
That's true. Yeah.
And get holiday benefits.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fair point.
Yes. But guys, I think that wraps up channel news.
I think so.
As always, there will be more shorts coming out. I just kind of sometimes forget that I haven't put out any shorts. That's why there's been periods where there haven't been. But also sometimes I just like to take a break and let everything kind of reset.
Yeah, that's fair.
Give everything a little bit of time to be like, okay, now let's start pouring more shorts into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, moving on.
Kris, what's been happening? What's new the week?
What's new the week? There's not a lot new, really. I did wait to see something earlier about there's a theory that Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's living in like a Groundhog Day situation.
Why?
Well, they were going and saying that like because there's a lot of things and he seems to have it really well planned out and everything going.
No, I think
relatively well.
Let me rephrase that.
And they were basically
why is anyone putting so much effort into a movie that came out?
I don't know.
What? 30, 40 years ago now?
I think it was.
I'm pretty sure
40,
it was
40, 50?
I'm pretty sure it was in the 70s.
I think it might have been 68.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah, I think it might have been 68. But the point is, they were saying it.
Why put any effort? Why put?
Oh no!
Like, even the people who wrote that movie aren't putting that much effort into it because they're just kind of like, oh no, it was a fun movie to make.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing about it is that it is just a kind of fun movie where it's like the whole thing is it's improbable that all of these situations be happening, but like, yeah. Also, I would argue that he doesn't have everything figured out.
No, he doesn't.
And that if what they're putting forwards is in fact true, then Ferris Bueller is just an absolute piece of shit because he continuously lets his friend's dad's car fall off a cliff.
That is true, yeah.
Which is kind of like, if you did that once and you could stop that, you would.
But his reaction showed that was at least the first time.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, so it may have just played out
but then
slightly differently that time.
That kind of negates the whole Groundhog Day thing, because if that's the first time that that's happened, if that's the first time that he's been shown something, as far as we can tell in the movie, he's never done any of it before. Which means that the whole argument is that every movie, according to their own theory, every movie can now be a Groundhog Day because, well, what if it's just the first time they've run through it? Well, if the movie doesn't show us a Groundhog Day repeating situation, like Groundhog Day or Tomorrow's Edge or...
Well, yes.
I can't remember. Live, Die, Repeat, I think is the other name that Edge of Tomorrow has.
I think so.
But those two movies show Groundhog Day.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Groundhog Day stuff.
Yes.
Everything else is like, you could say, oh, well, what if it is a Groundhog Day and this is just the first iteration? No, fuck off. Fuck off with that.
No, they were saying it's like, no, this is like the last one. It's like he's finally like mastered the day. It's like, but then the car thing comes up and it's like,
not mastered the day.
No, he hasn't mastered the day.
And he only just gets home in time to avoid getting in trouble.
Well, yes.
Which is not mastering the day. If you knew that was going to happen,
it's true.
You would set something up to stop that, correct?
Well, yeah, you would. You'd give yourself a little bit more time.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that person is insane and
probably
is spending way too much time on what is supposed to be a fun teenage romp.
Yes, but it did make me want to watch the movie again.
Go watch old movies; they're great.
They are. They're indeed. But it's on Stan and I don't pay for that anymore.
True. Very true. Yeah, no, that's cool. Anything else been going on? Anything else happening? Any exciting news for the week?
Nothing really.
Nothing really?
No, it's still going to work. Still in paint.
Oh, that's right. And then you've got a birthday coming up at the end of the month.
Well, the birthday party, yes.
Yes.
Birthday's technically just after the end of the
Yes, your birthday is the first day of the next month, so
month. Yes.
by definition it is. But at the same time,
However, Dad and Jessica are now pushing me to say, what are you going as? Like, what are you dressing up as? Because it's a 90s themed.
I will be coming as someone who's just quite possibly played a grand final of softball.
Wait. There's a lot of baseball movies.
I could just come as a Dodger.
You could.
That's what I'm doing for Halloween as well.
I mean, look, there's a lot of 90s.
For some reason I thought it was this week, but now I've just remembered it is not. Your birthday's not the start of the month; it's the end of the month.
Yeah, it's the 30th. So
I was like,
of next month.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I was like, oh,
not the 30th of this month.
I was sitting there being like, I'm pretty sure it's the 30th, and I'm like, oh my god, it's the 30th today. Wait, no, it's the 31st. Wait, but that means he's doing his birthday on a Friday. What the fuck? And I was like, no, it's August. It's August.
It is
like,
August.
Which is great because it means that I actually have a weekend off. Where I have no commitments.
Oh hell yeah!
Everyone I play softball with is going away to Masters, which is hilariously funny because being one of the oldest in our group, it is hilariously funny for me to be the baby of something. I can't go away to Masters because I'm not old enough.
That's fair
I'm being
enough.
gatekept, guys. I'm being gatekept.
Oh no!
You've got to be 35 or older to be a master. And I am not.
Shit.
I was sitting there, and everyone like last weekend sitting there being like, "Yeah, masters," and like, "So when are you coming away, Darcy?" I'm like, "Well, I'm only 31." They're like, "You're a baby." I'm like, "Yeah, I've still got 4 years before I'm even eligible."
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
But in the classic thing of me spending way too much money, I have recently just designed myself a custom glove because my glove that I use, I love.
I didn't know you were going to custom. I knew you were looking at them last time I was here.
Yeah. No. I was looking at one. I'm like, I really like that. And then I was like, how much does a custom glove cost? And if I want one made by like one of the big companies, it's like, add like $200 to
whatever price
getting a glove, getting a normal glove. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit much. But then I was like, wait, there's some smaller brands that actually make really good products.
Yeah.
And so I went to one of their sites, 44, and I was just like, I can get this glove for $20 more. And this is with shipping from the US.
Holy shit. Okay.
$20 more than what it would cost me to get a glove already made in Australia that's already been shipped here and then shipped to me from a store in Australia.
So is it purple or swaggy orange?
It is navy blue.
Oh, yeah.
And blonde. With orange highlights.
There you go.
And
I knew there'd be one in there.
I haven't purchased it yet, but the plan is to have on one side of it written blonde moment, and on the other side class act.
Nice.
And it's like between a blonde moment and a class act is a catch.
Yeah.
Outside of that is
yeah. Fuck. Okay, yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good.
So it's like I said, it's the dual kind of thing. It's either going to be great or it's going to be a blonde moment.
yeah, that's it.
So if I miss it, it's just a blonde moment.
Exactly.
But if I catch it, class act.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the plan anyway. So yeah, I want to get that made up. Order it. It won't be here by the end of the season, but that means that I'll have about a year to break it in. Get it ready to go, and then I'll have a very, very, very nice looking glove. To go with my other 3 gloves.
The other 3, okay.
Well, I've got the one that I use, which is great. I've just restrung it. It's now not falling apart anymore, which is great because when you're catching balls that are hit at you, you don't want something that's like, if I catch this, it might fall apart and I might take it to the face.
Well, fair point.
Don't want that.
No
one wants that.
No.
But and then I have my catcher's mitt, which is great if I'm catching, but if I'm in the outfield, it's not the best.
No, I mean, you could.
Well, I could, but it's supposed to have things coming straight into it as opposed to trying to catch things out in front of you. So, you know, when you're jumping for a fly ball or whatever, it's not the best thing.
No, yeah, fair point.
Then I have my spare glove, which I don't really like to use because it's my spare glove and it's not really mine, so it's the one I kind of lend out to people.
Oh, it's the one I've used?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that's also being restrung now, so that's all good as well.
Is it still deteriorating?
Oh, they all are, but, you know, that's the problem with some of these older gloves that weren't full leather.
True.
But, yeah, so I'm like, I kind of just want, if I'm like, I'm coming back, I'm doing this, I finally want to upgrade and get a glove that is 100% mine.
Yeah.
And having a custom glove, I think, is kind of the best way to go about that.
Yeah.
Because then also there's like this thing where it's like also no one else has this exact glove.
Well, that is true.
Which is kind of cool. Like when you get a glove, it's like cool.
And the whole team will get their own custom gloves with something else written on it.
It's highly unlikely.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%.
Because as I said, it kind of goes into the whole thing of me spending too much money on my hobbies.
We all do.
We're going to talk about that in a bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because there's a new hobby I want to take up, which
for fuck's sake.
is just all about spending money.
Is it Warhammer?
Yes, it is.
Fucking knew it.
I'm not even sure I want to play it. I just want to get the models and build and paint them.
Yeah, I figured
I would love to play it, but I would also then just need other people to play it with, and I can't ask other people to be spending that kind of money.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
No.
But
anyway, so I recently bought new batting gloves, right? I got my new batting gloves that are swaggy orange, soft as hell, lovely. Now they cost me about $200.
Yep.
I want to get a bat, and 44 do custom bats as well.
Okay.
And so I looked at this one, and it's like I can get a bat that is like kind of seafoamy greeny color, like between mint and seafoam green.
Yeah.
I can say these colors to Kris because he should know them. He is a paint expert.
Yes.
But then I can also get like hot pink writing on it, and like hot pink donut frosting on the side of it. And so I'm like, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Pull out and be like, this is my bat.
What the fuck's this guy doing?
It's just green and pink, and everyone like with my orange batting gloves. It's like,
you know what? It goes along with the theme that a lot of your weapons in games, especially GTA, are pink.
Oh yeah, that's because everything has a theme. But yeah, like that's except my cars. I never put a theme on my cars.
Yeah,
in GTA. They just have to look nice. But yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like this is like I'm like the whole point is kind of like when you don't get custom made stuff in like baseball and softball, it's always just browns, blacks, reds. You know, really simple
pretty
colors.
Basic. Yeah.
Because that's the colors that are going to sell. But it's kind of like when you want to play it, and when you're actually like good at it, and you're not just starting anymore, you should add the vibrancy to it, because that's kind of like, yeah, guys, I did spend a lot of money on this because I love the sport, I play the sport, I want to constantly do the sport.
Oh yeah, fair.
And so it's kind of like, so it's like you can go out and you can get a pair of like $50 batting gloves, right?
Yeah.
But they're going to be black and white, or there's going to be white or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, I overspent on mine. $200 is insane, but mine are bright orange with lightning bolts on them. And no one is looking at mine and being like, oh yeah, he just went down to the sports store and bought some gloves.
Nope.
No, they're looking at it and being like, the guy spent way too much money, but he loves the sport. It's flashy, and that's what I love. I love the whole it's flashy.
So you spent way too much on that. I hope he doesn't hate it next week. Because if you do, you spent way too much on that.
Yeah. But yeah, so custom glove, custom bat. That's the next plan. And then obviously I have to get a new kit to hold all my shit in there because it's already packed to absolutely bursting. So
custom.
Well, I have a bright orange bag, so I need. No, I am thinking though that if I get another bag, it'll be like that will be my playing bag, and then I'll transfer this one to my umpiring bag. That way, on days where I'm not playing but just umpiring, I don't have to bring everything.
True.
And then on days where I am doing everything, I just bring everything.
Oh yeah, bet.
But but that's further down the road, because like part of that will also include getting a new chest plate and leg guards.
Yeah.
And so, I gotta look at where I can get them custom made.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
But yeah. No, but that's the kind of thing. I am someone who's like, yeah, so what? You want me? I just spent I was at softball the other day, training one night, and the other people were talking about, they're like, oh, blah blah, and they were talking about how much money they were spending. And I was just like, yeah, I dropped like $800 the other day just to get the new Xbox. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah. They're like, you just dropped $800. I'm like, yeah. And then like a week later, I was like, yeah, I just bought my new batting gloves. That was $200. They're like, you spend too much money. I'm like, yeah, probably, but also I can't take it with me, so whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
And enjoy it while you can. But yeah, talking about my other hobby that I would like to get into, Warhammer. Yes. I've been looking at it for a very long time, Kris.
I figured you would have been.
Well, I was actually looking at it the day we were in Millennium, if you remember, and that was years ago.
It was.
Quite literally over a year ago.
Yes. The classic Henry Havel.
Henry Havel. But yeah, so it is something that I want to do, and I'm like, I kind of just want to get started with like just some like go out and get like a few little models, put them together, and start practicing my painting, because obviously I'm not someone who does a lot of painting.
True.
I'm the type of model builder that's like, once it's built and glued together, it's like done.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm now not, and then it's like, no, but you've got to paint it and have it looking nice. It's like, that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
But in regards to that, it's like I want to get like an airbrushing kit and all that kind of stuff, and like,
okay, you're going all out with it.
Well,
they're spending too much money though.
Well, you see, the thing is this, right?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get an airbrushing kit. Especially now that you can get smaller ones that don't need just a big compressor. You can get like a little compressor.
Oh yeah.
Whereas like this is designed to be airbrushing. It's not designed to be a compressor that runs all of your air compressed needs. And then you then just be like, don't worry, I have the airbrushing kit that I can then put onto my compressor that can, pump out 1 billion liters a minute.
Hold on, let me bring this air compressor in.
The air compressor is actually in the basement. It is so large, the house is built on top of it.
Yes.
And why do you have that? Yeah, so I can paint with this tiny little paint.
I also have hoses going to every room.
So I can paint in every room.
Exactly.
I have hoses going to every room, just in case I need some compressed air,
What are you gonna need? What if I wanted to do a whole thing on this wall? I want that to be a piece of art, and I'm gonna need that hose there, airbrush.
I also have it just in case I need to blow something away. Like what if I'm in the bathroom and there's a spider? Go away.
You have attachments in every room. What am I doing today? Spider.
Yeah, no. So yeah, now that you can get like these little ones that are purely only designed for painting, I'm like, and they're affordable. It's not like, hey, you need a $600 compressor and then a $20 painting kit.
True. Yeah.
It's like no, you can get these ones, and it's like for a couple $100 you get everything you need and some starter paints. Yeah. And so I want to do that for a while because I want to do things like custom make characters, like little characters for like D&D and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So I want to get in my 3D printers and all that kind of setup and do that. And then
we can finally get the boffins made.
Exactly, we can finally get the boffins made.
Damn it.
And like just having that as a goal I want to do, 40k kind of fits into that, because it's like, cool, now I can have like all these little guys as well, and nice. I can practice painting on them and all this kind of stuff, and so that way hopefully by the time I come to painting up things that I like want to use all the time, my painting skill has improved to a point where it's like, yeah, these guys are good. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to go crazy and be like, okay, so let me just paint the eye and then put the little pupil in there, and now I've got to make the iris. No, I'm not going that far.
Fair enough.
Yet.
He says it now.
But, yeah, so that's kind of like, so I've always like been sitting there being like, I should get just some 40k stuff, because I like it, and I want to do it and paint it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just always been, the cost is so prohibitive. It's like, like, don't get me wrong, as someone who's, spent $200 on a pair of gloves, don't get me wrong, I'm not looking at things being like, oh, that's crazy. But I'm like, when you're looking at like stuff and it's like, oh yeah, this little kit here, yeah, that's like $350, and you're like, and what does this give me? It's like, oh, it kind of gets you started. And you're like, what else do I need? Okay, you're gonna need this single model that's now $300, and you're like, what? And it's like, yeah, just go with it.
Yeah,
that's always kind of been the issue. It's like, it's just so expensive, and then it's like, oh, you want to make some customized stuff? Go and buy all this stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like, cool. And I know that you can like get it cheaper by like going to eBay and stuff and just buying pieces that people don't want and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, it is just a very expensive hobby, and it's always been something where I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, but I was like, it's too expensive. And imagine making a mistake. But I'm also kind of like now at the point where I don't know if you ever heard of like this modeling compound called green stuff. But
no.
It's like, my friend used to use it because he was into Warhammer, and you can use it to like add parts and like model and stuff. And I used to just mess around with it, and so you could like make like little bits to stick to your models and stuff like that. And I love that idea. And so the more I kind of sit there and go, oh yeah, the more I'm like, I should actually start this hobby. This is something I should get into. It's something that I've always been interested in, and I just kind of want to.
I can see that.
Get to it, and so I'm kind of like, cool, and it kind of crosses into all of these other things because one, I'll have a lot of little pieces that I can use for things, and two, it kind of crosses into like the Dungeons and Dragons and the tabletop role-playing stuff where I actually want to start getting pieces to put down and move around instead of just, you know, normally what we do, which is like, here's the map, you're kind of here, I think. Where are you guys again? Somewhere here. You know, and as someone who loves board games, I also like, you know, making parts for board games, and that's kind of that's something I enjoy doing. So, yeah, that's kind of my goals. But
but we also need more friends. D&D.
For D&D, for board games, for Warhammer, just everything. We just need more friends. No, that's
will get people into Warhammer.
That's not entirely
just true. Not me yet.
Yeah, no.
I like how I said yet.
Yeah, well, it'll happen because I know what will happen with you. It'll be like, oh no, that's crazy, and then I'll start doing it, and then I'll like one day I'll just have this good little painted guy, and you'll be like, that's kind of cool. And then next day,
or I'll walk in and there'll be like just one piece there sitting there. You've got like a brush and a couple of paints sitting beside it,
and you just start doing.
And
I'll
just.
But that's kind of like that's kind of the thing that I'm like a little bit disappointed with because I'm like, what I really wish you could get is like just like painter kits.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and maybe they do this, maybe they don't, but it's like what you get is you just get 5 or so little models, and you just get them, and it's just for painting and stuff like that. It's not for the game. It's just like, oh, this is for the people who don't play but like to collect the models. And it's like, here's a little painting kit, like a painter's kit, so it's less expensive, and you can just come in and practice your painting and all that kind of stuff, and you know, have a few little models. And then if you want to go and get the big kits and stuff, go and get them and spend all the money. But you know,
that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Well, I mean, you can buy a lot of models that it just don't have. Like, even Millennium have a lot of models. Yes, they're D&D models and all that sort of stuff. But it's like, then I don't think they're too expensive, and then it's just buying the things.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. It's for me, I'm just kind of like, it's something that I've been like, I want to get into it. But then you like look at stuff and it's like, oh yeah, you got to get like, here's the smallest pack we have, and you're like, okay, how much does that cost? And it's like, that's like $80, and you're like, oh fuck. It's like, how many pieces am I getting? You're getting like 10. And it's like, $80 for 10. That's like $8 a piece,
and I have to do work for it.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, okay, so like these are really good looking pieces, right? And it's like, yeah,
I'll just bring an army in, and it's like, this is my army. It's like, you haven't painted them. No, they're grayscale.
Just my army. They are perfectly colored to fit any concrete environment. Provided that concrete environment is that color of gray.
Yes, and you'll never see them coming.
And it's like, and this is the environment that I brought as well. You haven't painted that either. No, it's painted exactly the same color as my arm.
I don't want you to see them, remember?
It's their preferred environment.
They don't like to be seen.
But yeah, so that's something else I kind of want to get into. But yeah, you know, I already have a bunch of expensive hobbies. As I said, I play softball, which cost me a lot of money. Not all at once, but you know, equipment costs money, signing up costs money. Video gaming, that's an expensive hobby.
Yeah. Look, I just have.
So I just want to add more expensive hobbies to my.
I just keep having dice showing up constantly online for me.
Oh, okay.
Especially dice that say "fuck you" and "fuck me."
Right.
But obviously 20 and 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense, but
I think maybe I should just, you know, maybe you know, after getting into Warhammer, the next hobby I should pick up is gambling. That way I can literally just throw my money away.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm doing something with this, but I still don't want this.
But yeah, I don't know. But speaking of video games, Kris,
yes.
There's a new video game out. I don't know much about it. It's called Wu. What's it called? Wulong? Wu Chen?
Oh wait, is it on it?
No.
Oh, it's on the Xbox.
It was
I'm
on
looking the wrong slots. Yeah. It's decent though. Like, what have you seen on it though? Like, obviously you watched the trailer.
I saw the trailer and it seems like it's a soulless game, which is why I asked if you had played it.
I hadn't actually seen it because there's a lot, and it's like I think there's another one out called like Wulong or something like that.
There's definitely a game called Wulong.
It might actually be a similar game.
Yeah, that's my thought.
I haven't actually played Wulong, but
Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, and I remember seeing a bit of it on.
Is there custom design, the character design in there?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
I'm pretty sure you just play as the main character who has feathery stuff.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure you like hunt monsters and stuff like that, and it does give me kind of Soul-esque vibes.
Okay.
When I was looking at it,
It actually looks pretty good though.
yeah, and that's why I was kind of wondering if you had played it yet, because it's obviously on Game Pass, which means you can play it for free, and all you have to do is have the space to download it. Thanks, Xbox.
Yes.
But you can play it, and to me it seemed like a game that was right up your alley. So I was like, oh, I wonder if Kris has, you know, got onto this and played this yet. But
I will look at it when I get home.
Apparently, Kris doesn't. He doesn't keep his head to the ground. You know, he's just not. He's not into it.
Look, there's a lot of.
He's not into it.
There's a lot of games going down that track recently, so it's like, fuck, which one do I want to play first?
Play them all. Play them all at the same time. Get 7 Xboxes and 7 TVs. Hook them all up to a single controller so that you just have one input.
And move forward. Oh no, there's an edge there on that one. Fuck!
It would be that is actually how you should play the game. Or
that would be fun.
Or have you ever seen the people who play Pokemon on emulators so they can play the old Pokemon games?
I mean, I have played Pokemon on an emulator before.
But have you ever seen the ones that play like 7 games at once?
No.
And they have exactly the same game, but they're playing 7 at once.
Oh no, I haven't actually seen anyone
that
do
way
that.
they can kind of max their Pokemon and then trade them all between and get one game that has maxed good Pokemon.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. And that's an easy way to get all 3 starters straight after that.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
What you should do is that, except have all of them start slightly like a minute apart. The inputs are 1 minute.
That would make it so fucking hard. It's like, okay, I need to dodge in this one, but I don't need to dodge yet in that one. Shit. Exactly. Oh no, he's doing that. Fuck.
Exactly. But no,
that would...
the other thing, I think that's the next thing. You know how people have always been like, I completed Dark Souls on this stupid controller, or this, or this, or this, and I'm like, I'm not really impressed by that. What would impress me is if you completed all of the Souls-like games with a single input. So it's like, you're playing Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Any other game?
Neo 2, Elden Ring.
It's not really FromSoft though. I was thinking like the ones that are actually from FromSoft.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Like, because if you just play Dark Soul-like games, you're gonna need like a billion freaking computers because everyone's made them. But if you actually play the FromSoft ones, put all of them on one screen, play all of them.
What do they have?
Play all of them at one time, using a singular input. So you can have a controller, you can have a keyboard and mouse, you can have whatever you want, but it has to be connected to all of the games playing at once.
Oh, of course. So we got Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
What else?
Demon Souls.
Yes, Demon Souls. I'm just seeing which ones will be the Souls-like ones.
I don't think any of that. I don't think the new Armored Core is Souls-like at all.
I don't think so.
But it could be. I didn't look enough into it.
But anyway, definitely not.
Do that, and that's going to be great because, like, people think like, oh well, I can just
Well, the problem is they also play so differently.
They do play so differently, but also at the same time, it's like, because you'd think that the smart play would be like, okay, well, I'm going to focus on this one, so put myself in a safe place for all of these ones. But you can't, because as you're moving around and finding a boss, you're going to be running out of a safe place and possibly into just random enemy scrub who's going to kill you because you're
off the edge constantly. It's a thing. It's a thing of like walking off edges is a thing. You know?
No, but that just means you've got to be more careful, because if you I've got to dodge this boss attack, that'll put me off the edge in 3 of the games. I've got to just take this boss attack, I suppose.
Or you're just like, or you come to a complete stop, and it's like, why'd you stop? And you're just like, okay, because in that game, I'm about to fall off the edge, so I need to go back that way. But if I go back that way, that game, I'm gonna fall off that edge. So it's
risk. It's risk management, Kris. It's like, because if you fall off a ledge in one game, it's
like, okay, I'm doing poorly in that game anyway. Die.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm only going to die in one game. But what if you get to a point where it's like, to survive the boss fight, you're going to die in 3 of the other games? It's like, now all of a sudden, that's 3 times the risk of just getting hit by the boss.
True, yes.
It's the ultimate strategy.
Holy shit.
But yes, that's, if you want to impress me, you do that. Go and just do that. Then record yourself doing all of it, complete all of the games.
So I don't think I'd start with all of them at once. I think I'd start
all
with
of them
3.
at once. And then if you want me to actually say congratulations, you have to complete all of them at once. All of them at once.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Oh, obviously.
No death run.
Oh,
on any of the games. All must be completed, no death run.
Also, all endings.
Yeah. The best ending. Best ending for every game. So the best ending, no death run.
Okay.
All at the same time, with 1 input.
But is it best ending is what everyone else considers the best ending, or what you consider the best ending?
Happiest ending.
Happiest ending. Okay, fair enough. We can look at that. I don't think any of them are overly happy.
Yes, but all of them will have a slightly more happy ending than the other endings. Like,
yeah.
If the ending is everyone dies, that's obviously not the happiest ending. But if the ending is only like, you die, it's like, okay, well, that's obviously the happier ending.
So obviously, well, is it the happier ending in a situation where it's the whole cycle ends completely?
The best outcome for the majority.
Okay, fair enough. Because I was going to say, because there are some endings where it's like, everything stays the same, you just take over.
No.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That may seem like a good ending for your character, but
yes,
for the overall system, it's not good. Not good.
Well, yeah, fair.
We're looking for the best ending for the overall everything.
Okay, fair enough.
But yes, that's how you impress me, guys. If you are a Dark Souls player and you're like, I need to impress Darcy because he's not impressed by me beating Dark Souls on bananas. No, I'm not.
Also, no mods.
No mods.
No mods.
Oh, unless you have a mod that increases the lethality of cliff edges.
They crumble away.
They actually come and seek you out.
You're just a hole following you all around the map.
That should be a mod.
It's like the whole snail thing.
Yes.
Oh my god, just put a snail in there. It's small enough not to notice it.
Anyway, yeah. That's the goal, guys. That is quite literally the dream. That is the dream.
The horrible dream.
But guys, I think that just about does it. So I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, I think we went over it all.
Yeah, cool. Guys, well then, thank you for joining us. If you have liked this video, consider liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you have seen anyone beat all of the Souls-like games made by From Software at the same time with a single input, no death run, please tell me. I want to see that person and tell them that they've impressed me. And yeah. Guys, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. If you haven't already, it really does mean a lot to us. I've been Darcy. Here's Kris. If you want to see more from us, check out the rest of the channel. We play a whole variety of video games at an average level, hence why we've never done that Dark Souls thing. And, check it out. Bye, guys. Until next time, see you later.
See ya.